So many people have set up their hotspots and you're still running on the default MikroTik captive portal. It's about time we change that. What's up? Welcome to Tech Celeb. Cleanliness is the name, and in today's video all I want to do is we want to see how we can customize the captive portal. That is the login page that people get when they connect to your network. That we just want to customize it, give it a little bit of personal touch, give it your brand logo, maybe display the packages you're selling on there. Just give it good, spruce it up a little bit so that it looks more of something custom as opposed to just using the usual default one that comes with MikroTik. And we're going to look at that in depth. I'll also be showing you how exactly, after customizing that page, we'll be importing it into MikroTik and how that now behaves once we are done. So without further ado, let's go straight to the computer and then we get clickety clacking. Okay, welcome over to the computer, and on here now we are going to get some of our templates that we are going to modify, to suit our hotspot. So over here, these are all different links. Now the two main ones we're going to look at are MikroTik themes, and this other one, MikroTik themes, the ones from Mikmon. Let's start with mikrotikthemes.com. Let's go back to the browser, and yeah, mikrotikthemes.com. This is what it would look like. Now on here you already have beautiful themes that are already created. All you can do is just pick them up and then upload to your MikroTik and you're good to go. Now you notice some of these here have username and password, like now this one. Some of them are pin only, like this one, and let's have it as well. Let's just download it. This one that is pin only, you can have that and you're good to go. Downloaded. Let's go over and pick another one like this one here and download it as well. Okay, downloaded. Good. Now once they download, if we just open over here, it goes into our downloads folder, and what we're going to do is just extract. Let's start with this one of the pin. Extract all. Okay, once extracted, this is our folder that it gives us, and once you open it, this is what you're looking at. Now in this very many things, our main focus is on login. This is the main page. So as you can see, this is what it would look like. That would be particular logo, the name and all of that, and login. Now this one is more of white, and it's too white, nothing really happening. Ignore this here. This here is if you enable trial on your hotspot, it will appear or disappear. So that one is nothing to worry about. So let's modify this just a little bit to give it a little bit of a custom look. So what we're going to do is let's go back to that folder. This folder over here, this is the pin one. Yes, this one that we're looking at. Let's just stack these side by side. Okay, so this is what we're looking at, and it is parent folder. So what we're going to do, step one, is change this logo, because I'm not really a fan of that logo. If I open this folder, if I open that file, this is what the logo looks like. Yes, so I'm not really a fan of it. It feels too much. So we're going to just get our logo. I used the logo to this logo creating apps online. I just used one of them to create my simple logo, and we're going to paste it in here. Now, two things to consider when you're putting in your logo. One, it has got to match the previous one. So this is the previous, this is the one we've just uploaded. So this one is called logo, ours is called logo hot. It has got to change and be named logo. They have got to look exactly the same. Another thing to consider is this PNG. This one's a PNG file. So ours has also got to be a PNG file. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, let me just delete the old one. But before I delete it, let me copy its name and I delete it, and then I come down to our new one we've just put and paste it. Okay, so this is my new logo that I created using those online tools, and I just threw it in there. So I just named it Hotspot, and the tagline is hotter than spot. And yeah, so that's going to be our logo. So we'll put the logo in there. Now this was our previous page. Notice nothing has changed yet. Now all we have to do is refresh, and boom, there we go. So far we've changed the logo. Simple as that. Next, we are going to go to the login page, right click, open with, let's open it with Notepad. Where is Notepad? Where is Notepad? Where is Notepad? Oh, I have it here. Edit Notepad. Why I'm using Notepad is not everybody is going to have specialized coding tools on their machine like VS Code and stuff like that, or Notepad++. So I'm just going to use ordinary Notepad because I know all Windows computers, Mac, or even Linux, whatever it is you're using, will have a Notepad. Now on here, so this now we're looking at is the code that affects this particular login. Looks scary, but nothing to worry about. Now what we are looking for is this word welcome back. The welcome back, I want to change it to my hotspot name. So what I'm going to do is find. To find, I'm going to press Ctrl and F, and I'm going to look for the word that says welcome back. Find it. Aha, there it is. So here where it says welcome back, I want to change it to my hotspot name, and we could name this hotspot. Yes, actually let me call it very, yes, very yes, very hotspot. Yeah, that's what I'm naming our hotspot for now. Of course, now you will have to put a much better name, not something vague like this one. Yeah, I put something like, I don't know what you're naming your hotspot in particular. Mine, in this particular example, I'm calling it very hotspot. Okay, so if I save that file, there we go, I've saved. I come back here and refresh, and now you see we've changed our logo, we've changed our name to very hotspot. And then now this here is not English, this valida over here is like login, but I don't know what language that is in, correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm going to go back to our code in Notepad, go back to our find, which is Ctrl F, look for valida. Where are you? Valida is in here. Valida, if you notice, is inside these quotation marks. Make sure don't delete the quotation marks. And then I'm just going to rename this to login. Okay, let me even make it longer. Let's say click here. No, let's just leave it as login. Yeah, when it is short, the shorter the better, precise. Save that, and if we do that, and we are done. So now we have our hotspot file with its name and login. So the person will type their their code. This is where it would go. They'll type it in here, and then they would click login, and it would log them in. Now let's put this one aside. I'll be showing you how we're going to upload them into our MikroTik a little bit later. For more purposes of us learning, let me get a second one. Second one in this particular case will be, we did download many of them. There is Social Blue. Yes, we downloaded Social Blue as well. Now same thing, extract the folder. Inside the folder, we go over here and go to our login, and this is what we're dealing with. Now in here again, we're going to start by changing our logo. So where is our logo file? Copy it and come and paste it over here. Okay, let's get this back up. So we've pasted our logo. So for this one, their logo file is this, which is what we see up here. Yes, so that would be the logo. So in order to modify it, I'm just going to, as usual, rename this, copy it. Why I'm copying as opposed to typing is I want it to be exactly the same. Sometimes you might type and you make a few changes and then it refuses to to match. So it's not just much better if you just copy and paste. Now we've changed our logo, which was that one was a PNG, this one's a PNG, and if we come here and refresh, see, boom, our hotspot logo is up and running. Okay, now this one has username, password, and that's where they log in from. Of course, you can go into more advanced means and you change what the buttons look like and all of that. All that you can do using basic HTML because it's all in here. If you come to login and edit in Notepad, This all of it is in this particular code. There's nothing very crazy about it. Don't understand anything, you can try to use these different AI tools online. How do I change this? How do I change this? You can even upload the entire code, like now this entire one, upload it to ChatGPT and say, this is the code I have, I want to do ABCDEFG. It will figure it out for you and send you working code. Okay, so this here is now for those that use username and password. But now there is this particular case where someone says, I want this one, but it has username and password, and I want it to have only password. In that particular case, what we're going to do is change this over here. We are going to look for, where are we, input username. Yes, while you're going to scroll through your code, find where the input username is. Now there are two options. You can either just delete it or create a comment on that line of code. So it's going to be let me see, create a comment on that particular line of code, and that's going to be like that. And then I'm going to come down to username. Where do you end? Username ends over here, and then we end our comment with that. Okay, so if I save that, if I come over here, voila, our username has disappeared. So all we've done is we came to our code over here, looked for where the word username, input username, like the field, and we've hidden it. By hiding it, we've just added this bit of code over here at the beginning of it, and then this here at the end of it, just to hide it. Other people, what they'll do is, why I've hidden it like that is what I have it there in case there's an error. But other people would just highlight the part they don't want and delete it. But just for future reference, in case we need it, I've just eliminated that code by making it into a comment. Now you notice here now we have our logo and the password field, and we don't want it to be named password. Yes, so over here we're going to go down, autocomplete is off, name, password, type password. We're looking for placeholder. Placeholder is this, and placeholder is this word that you're seeing, the word that sits in place where they're supposed to put. So I'm going to change that to enter voucher code here. Okay, and then I save that, and if I refresh, boom, there we go. Oh, we made an error. We did a capital O somewhere. Let's just drop that to lowercase. All right, and there we go. So that now would be our new login. So the person would enter their voucher code over there and then click on that, and they would be logged in. That is number 2. Now, number 3, which is going to be our final one. I don't want to do very many of them. This one is going to come from the guys of Mikmon themselves. And now Mikmon, once you come to their link is on GitHub. This particular link is in the comment section. And you come over, let's just close over this. Come over here. These are the different templates they have. We'll go to code, download zip. Okay, so now we have the entire zip file. Still downloading. Okay, yeah, downloaded. So we have our entire zip file over here. So what we're going to do is, let's just go back up. Template, hotspot, Mikmon, master. Let's extract all of them. Okay, so we have extracted them. Here we go. Okay, so now we have the template master. Now the template master, they give us all these different templates. So each folder is a different template. So if I start maybe with this one, hotspot legend, click on login, what does it look like? That's what it looks like. And I'm not going to bother with that one. I don't quite like it. Number 2, what does number 2 look like? Don't quite like it. I like the fact that it has already an image here, so you can always play around with the image, but I don't like it. Let's go to hotspot 6. So what would that look like? Yes, I do like this one. Actually, I like this one for the fact that it gives us the time and whatnot. So which was that? Hotspot 6. Let's rename you and say take this one. Okay, so that was hotspot 6. Let's just have a look at all these others. What do they look like? No, we saw that one already. 5. What does 5 look like? Click on the login. Bit much for my liking, but others would prefer that. I don't know. 4. Okay, 4 does look nice. I like the fact that this gives you voucher and member, especially for those that use both. And then it also gives you space over here now to modify and put in different information, for example, how to connect and blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm not going to customize this one today, but I can, in case you need it, you can let me know in the comment section or in our different forums on WhatsApp and Telegram what you'd like me to help you customize, and hopefully we can come up with something that works for you. Okay, so let's just we said we are picking, which one are we picking? We're picking this one. Let's close these guys up. Okay, that's our login page. This is what it looks like. Okay, so we're just going to customize this as usual. Open with edit in Notepad. For those on Windows 10, it will say open with Notepad. Okay, we can close this now. This is our Notepad. So this code on the right corresponds to our page over here. So first things first, we need to change this Kemanji 41. I don't know what that is. Let's go to find Kemanji. Kemanji, where are you? Okay, here we go. Brand Kemanji. We're going to delete that. What had we called a hotspot? We called a hotspot very hotspot. Yes, that's what we had named our hotspot. So in this particular case, everything is in write it in capital letters. So let's just make it couple of lowercase. Very hotspot. Okay, and we save that. And there's a 41. I forgot to cut. Okay, save that. Once we save that, we refresh, and boom, we've already changed to very hotspot. Okay, next, now we're going to modify this. Now this here is, I don't know what language this is, but we can always go over to Google Translate. Must be Indonesian or something. And then we'll paste that there. What does it say? Enter voucher code, then click login. So we're just going to copy the English version and then come over here and find it. Find it. What is the first word? This is masukan. Find it. Okay, masukan is here. We have the English translation, which is enter voucher code to login. So I'm going to replace that and paste, save that. And now if I go back to our page and refresh, boom, there we go. That is okay. What does this here mean? Copy that, go over to Google Translate, paste that in there. Oh, this means try it for free. Copy, come back to our find, copy this, open our find on this side in our code. Find, paste, find it. There it is. It's over here. And now we get the English translation, copy. And we're just going to take over that. Okay. And then we get that. Okay, and error. And now let's go to packets. Packet internet. So I just want to change this one here. Let's find this over here. It is here. And then give it something that looks it's a bit more English wise. So I'm going to call it Wi-Fi packages, which is all this one over here. So if I save this, save, refresh, there we go. We have Wi-Fi packages. All right, now we're just going to change the table. You see this here. So where it says packet, that will be package. Okay. Atif, I think, is time or duration. And then the haga would be price. Okay. There we go. Good. Now these ones now you can change to anything that you'd like. For example, we have 1 hour, that is okay. So 24, just going to change this to hours. All right, now here, basically what you're doing is you're like advertising the different packages that you have for the people that are going to connect onto your hotspot. So this is where they display them. You can modify them to whatever you have. Maybe you have 1 hour, 24 hours, 10 days, 30 days. You modify this to whatever you want. So we made the modifications in here in the code. I think I deleted something here. We made the modifications the code, so let's save that and come over here and refresh, and boom, I have our Wi-Fi packages. Everything here so far is looking good. Now I just need to get this last bit over here. We're just going to copy this and go over to translate, paste that. As you can see, basically it's saying vouchers can be purchased at da. So that is a different, it's like telling people where to purchase the vouchers. So now I can paste that over there, the English translation. Then I can say maybe vouchers can be purchased at, so now here's where now you put where, yes? Maybe it can be purchased at shop, let's say shop 10, King Avenue, yes? Shop 10 King Avenue, or we can say or call 07 that's a random number that I've just put there, and then we save that. So that way people know where to purchase the vouchers. As you can see, vouchers can be purchased at shop that King Avenue, or they can call that particular number for voucher. How do we upload these templates to the MikroTik? That is our next bit on this mix. So to upload this to the MikroTik, in order for it to work, we're just going to come over here to our MikroTik, neighbors, pick our MikroTik, connect to it. Now in our MikroTik over here, we're going to come to files. Inside files over here, we are now going to upload our different hotspots. So for now, I have, let's rename them so that it's easy for us to, to tag along. And then this one becomes 3. Okay, so having renamed them over here, so all we're going to do is pick the particular folder, the folder that has our hotspot, yes? Now, you notice this one has got 2 folders. Like if I open here, it goes to the next step. We do not want that. We want it to open once. So I'm just going to cut this from here. We'll paste this here because I want it to be in one folder. Open once and you're in. So if I open hotspot 1, boom, we are now files. About 2, we need to get rid of these other files. Okay, and 3. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is, once we have our MikroTik opened over here, we've gone to files. We're going to pick this hotspot, any of these, because any of these are templates that work anyways. So just going to pick one of them. Let's say I liked this one. Which one is this? Let's say I liked this one, yes? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to its folder. Now this is where things get tricky. Not all MikroTiks handle files the same. Most of them have this flash folder. Everything has got to go inside that flash folder. If you put something outside the flash folder, 9 out of 10 times, it won't work. There are some higher tier ones that do not have the flash folder. So always check if your MikroTik has the flash folder. For this hotspot files have got to go inside the flash folder. If it doesn't have it, you can just copy and paste them. Basically, not necessarily a copy, just going to drag and drop, okay? So we liked hotspot 3, we are going to drag it over into the flash folder. Boom, done. So it is done uploading that. Okay, so it is here, hotspot 3. So we're done uploading this to our flash folder over here. We just need to adjust one more thing. We want to come to IP, go to hotspot. Inside hotspot, we are looking for our profile. Now in our profile determines what is running, where things are going to be saved in. So as of right now, I have this particular profile running, but I'm just going to go to here. So if we just go to hotspot, let me just go slow, IP, come to hotspot. In hotspot, there's server profiles, users, blah 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 blah. We're looking for server profiles. In here, look for the profile that is not default, the one that is not default. So default is like the main one for the MikroTik. No, when you created a hotspot, each time you create a hotspot, it will create you a hotspot server profile. Now we're going to double click on that. In here, we want to go to the general tab and go to HTML directory. In here, we're just going to do a drop down and look for the other folder we uploaded. Yes, it was hotspot 3. Yes, now it is over here. Let me just drop this down. It is this one here, hotspot 3. So now we are telling our hotspot that the login page you're looking for is in this particular folder. So once we're done with that, we're going to apply and okay. And just like that, boom, our hotspot file has changed. Now let me just go over here and let's try to connect it. If I go over to the phone, connect over to my hotspot. Once I've connected to hotspot, brings me our login page. Boom, as you can see it over there. That means we have configured our landing page captive portal successfully. All right, and that was it. And I hope it was simple to follow and not that complicated. Now, of course, the people who make who can go ahead and customize them way further, add things like video files, add image files for advertising, add a lot more. So it now comes down to how well versed are you with HTML code. But then in this particular tutorial, I just look at something simple, something basic, something to get you started with. So now I have left links that direct you to where you can download some of these templates from in the description below, and also the particular templates I've worked on this video, you can get them on our Telegram channel. I have uploaded them there. Links are in the description as well. Now this one, I just want to make this a disclaimer. I do not own these templates. These templates were online. I picked them up, we've customized them, and I'm just uploading them to Telegram, so it's easy for you to just pick them up. If you don't want to go scanning through very many different places looking for them, you can just get them off our Telegram channel. That's where I have kept them, and just go over there, download them, and you can now apply them to your hotspot. So remember, the different links to the various places you can get templates in the description. The particular templates we worked on today are in our Telegram channel, and whose link was also in the description. For now, thank you so much for watching. It's been an awesome journey customizing our hotspot template. I do thank everybody that supports this channel. Those who subscribe, thank you very, very much. Those who share our videos, we do thank you very much. And I believe we shall see you in the next video, as we do also get to answer all your questions and all your queries that you do provide. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.